Dear students, now we begin with the medical termination of pregnancy. It is called MTP or commonly called abortion. This abortion was made legal by Indian government in 1971. Whether it should be made legal or not is a subject of debate because with this many social, ethical and religious aspects are there. So instead of going into the discussion whether it should be made legal or not, we should see when MTP is required. So first point, when it is the case of a rape, some rape result into pregnancy. So in such cases the embryo is removed by MTP. Second, when the mother's body cannot support the fetus. Third, fetus is abnormal. And fourth is sometime what happen that due to sometimes what happen the fetus and mother both cannot support each other. So in such cases MTP is carried out. Now this MTP is useful in many ways to save the mother's health, to save the child, and also in many ways it is useful. But its harmful effect is in amniocentesis. You have studied amniocentesis is a process of sex determination of growing fetus by removing amniotic fluid from mother's uterus. If this fluid has XX chromosome, it means the growing fetus is a female. If it has XY chromosome, it means the growing fetus is a male. So, it is a means of sex determination. Now, sometimes what happens when parents don't wish a female child, they carried out MTP. So this has changed the sex ratio in our society. Now in sex ratio, number of male are more than in female. It is very much dangerous for a society. So MTP should be carried out wisely. Now next topic is STD. What is STD, VD or RTI? Sexually transmitted diseases, venereal diseases or reproductive tract infection. It is due to unsafe coitus. These diseases are due to bacteria, virus, protozoan and some other organism. So in our book only name of such diseases are mentioned. You write down the cause of these diseases also, and I will send you a chart showing the cause and symptoms of the diseases. So what is gonorrhea? It is caused due to bacteria called Neisseria gonorrhea. Second is syphilis. It is due to bacteria Treponema pallidum. Third is genital herpes. Genital herpes. It is a viral disease caused due to herpes simplex. Chlamydiasis. It is a bacterial disease caused due to Chlamydia trachomatis. Genital wart. Viral disease caused due to human papilloma virus. In short, it is called HPV. Trichomoniasis, Trichomonas vaginalis. It is a protozoa. Hepatitis B. It is caused due to hepatitis virus. AIDS or HIV. It is caused due to human immunodeficiency virus. So in our book, these AIDS, STD, VD or RTI are mentioned. In this topic, some other words are also there. First disease is inflammatory pelvic disease. It is the chronic condition in which the uterus, fallopian tube and ovaries of a female are infected. So what is pelvic inflammatory disease? Where there is acute or chronic condition in which uterus, fallopian tube and ovaries of a female are infected. Second is stillbirth. Second term is stillbirth. What is stillbirth? Birth of a fetus that shows no evidence of life at any time later than 24 weeks after conception. Again repeating, birth of a fetus that shows no evidence of life. No evidence of life means heart is not beating, respiratory system is not working, limbs do not show movement. So these evidence are seen at the time later than 24 weeks after conception. Third term is ectopic pregnancy. What is ectopic pregnancy? The implantation of fertilized egg cell at a site outside the uterus. Means embryo is not implanted in uterus. Instead of uterus, it start implantation in fallopian tube. You have studied the structure of fallopian tube, which is very much delicate. So this fallopian tube cannot support the embryo, and in some cases it may get rupture causing severe hemorrhage. So three terms are given in our book: pelvic inflammatory disease, second stillbirth, third is ectopic pregnancy. Now, occurrence of STD is more in the children between the age 15 to 24. Reason is inadequate knowledge or proper guidance is not given by parent, teacher or close relative. So it is our duty to guide the student properly about the changes which take place in their body. Now, what is infertility? Sometimes parents are unable to produce the children. Either the male partner cannot produce adequate number of sperm, or sperms are non-motile, or the sperms are immature, or in the body of female egg is not produced, or the egg remain immature throughout the reproductive period. So in such cases, parent cannot reproduce. So nowadays, this problem of parent is solved by a new technique. What is the name of technique? Assisted reproductive technologies. Assisted reproductive technology. It is to help in reproduction. First is IVF. What is IVF? In vitro fertilization. In vitro fertilization means fertilization which take place outside the body of a female. Here, the egg from the body of female are removed in laboratory, and the spermatic fluid of the male is removed. Both are fused together, and then the doctor will see whether there is union of male and female gamete or not. If this union take place, zygote is formed. When zygote start dividing, then it is transferred in the uterus of the female. So this technique is helpful in those cases where the female cannot produce egg at a proper time, or eggs are not mature. This IVF has different sections. First is embryo transfer. It is also called test tube baby. Why it is called test tube baby? In a test tube, the male and female gamete are fused together, and then they are transferred. After fusion, when zygotes start dividing, they are transferred into the uterus of the female. Zygote intrafallopian transfer. Name itself shows. Here zygote is transferred in fallopian tube of the female. Third, intrauterine transfer. Here embryo is transferred in the uterus of the female. So these are three sections of in vitro fertilization, where fertilization carried out outside the body of female. Second is gamete intrafallopian transfer. In some female, eggs are not produced by the ovary, or eggs are immature. So in such cases, egg from some other female is collected, and it is fused with the sperm of the father. So here, out of two partners, only one participate in reproduction. Female cannot produce ovum. So ovum from some other female is taken, and it is fused with the sperm of the male. Then it is transferred in fallopian tube. Intracytoplasmic sperm injection. Sometimes sperms are not motile, or immature sperms are produced by male. So in such cases, inside the ovum, injection of sperm containing fluid is given, so that fusion of male and female take place. So it is intracytoplasmic sperm injection. Artificial insemination. What is artificial insemination? In some male, sperms are not produced at all. So in such cases, sperm from sperm bank are collected. Name of the person remains unknown, and these sperm are fused with the ovum. As soon as zygote formation and embryo development take place, it is transferred into the uterus of the mother. That is called artificial insemination. What is surrogacy? A new technique where the real mother is unable to carry out the child or to reproduce the child. So here real mother is replaced by some other female. That female develops the zygote or embryo of same husband and wife, but embryo develop in the body of a second female. After the birth, embryo is handed over to the biological mother. That is called surrogacy. Now, all these are methods which are used by infertile couple so that they may have children. Now, the best way is adoption. In our country, there are so many orphans. So if they are given proper parentage and care, they would be helpful to develop our country. So last choice is adoption. So with this chapter is over. Soon I send you question answer and MCQs also.